Look, I've seen the criticism of Pokémon Champions enough over the last few days since release, and I can sympathise with some of them. There aren't enough items for one thing, there aren't enough Pokémon, and the graphics leave a little to be desired. There's a couple of strikes off your new Pokémon release bingo card if you do have one. One particularly rough part of Champions is that it's obviously been rushed to release. We were promised Terastalisation and Mega Pokémon all in one game when it was announced over a year ago, and the game was released with only Mega Evolution. That kinda sucks. And it's developed by ILCA, who created the least liked Pokémon remake in history. But despite all of that, I'm enjoying it. First off, I'm a Pokémon Sword and Shield apologist. I know that people say Scarlet and Violet are more fun in general, and that Terastalisation is a better mechanic than Pokémon just getting bigger with a Dynamax. But I loved the feeling of stadium battles in Sword and Shield, and I hated it when they scaled back the arenas in Scarlet and Violet. Pokémon battles should feel big and exciting, and Champions setting brings that back. Additionally, Champions has taken away the grind that I hate so much in Pokémon Competitive. Trying to understand and grind for EVs and IVs is a chore I never really had time for as a working adult, and when the competitive meta shifts, it becomes prohibitive to train up a whole new team to deal with that. The easy training of Pokémon Champions has saved me tons of time, but has also allowed time to experiment with different team combinations, which I could never do before. I started off Champions with a team of quick attackers, but I've shifted my strategy to a bulkier Rain Dance team with very little effort. And despite the low amount of Pokemon, there are enough to make plenty of strategies around. And personally, I'm glad there aren't any legendaries in the game yet, and I hope that stays the way for a very long time. And finally, this game is free. And not just free in the way that many freemium games are. If you already have Pokemon games and Pokemon Home, you can transfer your Pokemon over with very few restrictions, and so far, I've not found it very difficult to build up VP. I'm winning battles without the need to buy a Battle Pass or access the Battle Pass exclusive shop, and I've even had VP left over after team building to spend on clothing in-game. So far, I'm enjoying Pokémon Champions despite the naysayers. I'm building teams, battling my way to the top. Okay, bottom middle of the ladder, and I'm looking forward to the inevitable addition of Terastalisation, Z moves, and Dynamax, alongside more Pokemon in due course. But for now at least, I can enjoy what I already have, which is a stupidly bulky Mega Meganium with Solar Beam for days. Are you enjoying Champions? And what kind of team are you utilising? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe for more Pokemon content just like it.